What was it really like to be a pirate during the Golden Age of Piracy? Forget the swashbuckling heroes of Hollywood. The reality was a lot grittier, and honestly, a lot more interesting. Let's set sail and uncover the truth. First off, most pirates weren't villains cackling over treasure maps. They were often former sailors, merchant seamen, or even Navy men who were fed up with the terrible conditions on their ships, brutal captains, awful pay, and the constant threat of disease or being press-ganged into service made piracy look like a pretty sweet deal. On a pirate ship, the crew voted for their captain, shared the plunder equally, and even had a form of workers' compensation for injuries. Lose an eye or a leg in a fight, you'd get a bigger share of the loot. It was surprisingly democratic for a bunch of outlaws. So, what did they eat and drink? Well, it wasn't all rum and feasting. When they were out at sea for long stretches, food became a real problem. They ate a lot of hardtack, which was basically a rock-hard biscuit, often infested with weevils. To make it edible, they'd soak it in beer or stew. Fresh water was also scarce, so they'd mix it with alcohol, like rum, to kill the germs. This mixture, known as grog, was a staple of their diet. When they did capture a ship or land, though, they'd feast on fresh meat, fruits, and whatever else they could get their hands on. Now, let's talk about the pirate code. This wasn't just a movie gimmick. Most pirate crews lived by a strict set of rules or articles. These articles covered everything from how loot was divided to punishments for breaking the rules. Stealing from a fellow pirate, bringing women aboard, or deserting your post in battle could get you marooned on a deserted island or even executed. It was this code that maintained order and made a pirate ship one of the most organized and fair workplaces on the high seas. So, while the pirate life was undeniably dangerous and short, it offered a level of freedom and equality that was unheard of at the time. It was a desperate choice, but for many, it was the best one they had. I hope you enjoyed this dive into the real life of pirates. If you did, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more historical deep dives. Thanks for watching.